Welcome Wastelanders to the Fallout 76 Update 51 patch notes, including hotfix. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and let's get into the video. Welcome to Update 51, which occurred on April 30th, 2024, and a hotfix was applied May 9th, 2024. Here are the updates, changes, and fixes. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue that caused power armor to be listed in English instead of the correct localized language. Fixed an issue where the Garahan mining poster was not present at the Rusty Pick or Camden Park. Opportunity knocking. Fixed an issue which could cause the quest to disappear after relogging. The Deep Space Alien Jetpack is now properly craftable for T-51 power armor. Sins of the Father. Fixed an issue which would block the quest if a dialogue scene between Abby and Antonio was exited during a specific part of the conversation. Fixed an issue where the cremator was not listed at legendary exchange machines. Fixed an issue where the player could ask Abby Russo a question about Vin that did not properly reflect the final outcomes of Sins of the Father. Players who previously unlocked them should now be able to craft the poker and blackjack tables. Sins of the Father. Fixed an issue which could prevent Antonio from speaking to the player. Rustic Helvetian Camp Kit has had the expected walls and windows added to it. The favourites menu hotkeys are now usable while the wheel is visible. Fixed an issue where gold bullion vendors Regs and Smiley were not enabled for some players who completed Secrets Revealed. Tesla rifles will now drop correctly from the BattleBot event. Father Winter helmet should now have the T45 standard stats, description, weight, and levels should be standardised now. The fancy revolver should now properly display its unique fancy skin. Fixed an issue where small presents were not dropping contextual ammo. Fixed weather stations not being able to be placed in a camp workshop, which is located very close to a public workshop. Fixed modern home kitchen sink not being able to snap to other modern home items on a foundation. Secrets revealed. Fixed an issue where Meg, Gale, Rara, Johnny and Lou could be missing from the crater core after quest completion. Lights now function properly on the Devil's Wings jetpack. Fixed several paints that were no longer updating the dynamic name of modified power armor pieces. Speculative fix for items in the cryo freezer randomly selling for 0 caps in the vendor. Big Boss advertisement poster no longer turns into the Mothman poster when broken. Fire rate now shows increase/decrease arrows when comparing potential mods to what players have currently equipped. Storytime now properly removes itself from the Pip-Boy if you kill Miss Nanny. Fixed an issue with buried treasure not completing as intended. Players are no longer blocked from completing Honor Bound if they exit the conversation with Vin and Jean. Scrolling the mouse wheel down now properly shrinks selected body parts in the character generator. Quality of life updates. Added a max option when buying from and selling to NPCs. The world activity list now sorts alphabetically. Improved behaviour of the inventory scroll bar. Added a new ammo per shot stat entry to weapons. Weapon changes. Made several adjustments to the cremator and its mods. There is a dev note for this one. The cremator released with a bug that made it stronger than we intended it to be due to the way damage was calculated with its explosion. Players who had certain perks and mods on it did much higher damage than intended. We have fixed that bug, which has decreased the damage for the specific setup, but we made multiple tweaks and changes to buff it in different ways. Now, the damage over time, DOT, should be a force to be reckoned with. Seasonal events. Recipes and some items dropped by these events will continue to drop after you have learned them. These items are now also tradable to help you get all the plans you want. So there you have it, those were the changes and adjustments from Update 51. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and we'll see you in Appalachia.